Welcome to this comprehensive explainer. Look, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by online banking right now, just take a deep breath. You are in exactly the right place, and we're going to walk through this entire thing together, step by step. Have you ever needed a KeyBank statement for tax filing or budget planning, but found yourself lost in the online process? Don't worry, we're here to make it simple and stress-free. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, why bank statements matter, then accessing your KeyBank account, navigating and selecting statements, downloading and formatting statements, troubleshooting common login issues, and finally, we'll wrap up with some pro tips and a summary. Section 1. Why bank statements matter. So while KeyBank's mobile app and quick view features are absolutely amazing for day-to-day convenience, having the actual official downloaded statement is pretty much a necessity for life's bigger financial milestones. Think about tax season, right? Your accountant is absolutely going to want official records. If you're diving into deep budget planning or applying for a mortgage or a business loan, a quick screenshot from your phone simply won't cut it. Lenders and auditors need the real deal, the complete document showing your opening and closing balances. Having a secure digital record is really the cornerstone of solid personal financial tracking. Section 2. Accessing your KeyBank account. Let's dive into this process by starting at the very beginning, securely logging in. The very first step is straightforward. Open key.com on your computer or launch the KeyBank mobile app on your smartphone. You'll be prompted to enter your secure user ID and password. Now, just a quick word to the wise here. Always make sure you're on a private, secure internet connection when doing this. You definitely want to avoid using public coffee shop Wi-Fi when you're pulling up sensitive financial documents. This brings us to a common hurdle people hit right at the starting line: technical requirements. For the best security and smoothest experience, KeyBank highly recommends using the most recent versions of Safari, Chrome, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. And please note, Internet Explorer is officially not supported anymore, so it might finally be time to let that one go. If you're on your phone, make sure your device is running at least iOS 13 or Android 9.0. Your browser also has to have 128-bit encryption, cookies enabled, and JavaScript turned on. Keeping your software updated is going to prevent a lot of those frustrating page loading errors. Section 3. Navigating and selecting statements. Once you're securely logged in, you'll see the interface is actually quite intuitive. First up, just click the Accounts tab located right there in the top navigation bar. Next, you'll want to select the specific checking or savings account you actually need the document for. Third, look for Statements and Notices in the menu and give that a click. Finally, you'll be shown a list of available statements. Just pick the specific month and year you're looking for. Easy, right? Okay, before we go any further, I need to point out a crucial detail for all the small business owners watching. KeyBank Business Banking uses a completely separate portal with a totally different login from personal banking. So if you're trying to find your commercial transaction statements, but you're logged into your personal portal, you're not going to see them. Always make sure you're in the correct portal for the specific entity you're managing. Section 4. Downloading and formatting statements. Now that we've found them, how do we get them off the site and into a useful format? When it comes to actually downloading the data, you basically have two paths, but they are absolutely not created equal. The direct CSV export sounds great on paper, but it's heavily limited. KeyBank only lets you export 90 days of history this way. Plus, it often drops vital memo fields and totally lacks a running balance. On the flip side, the PDF download is the official bank document. It gives you up to 7 years of history and contains literally every single transaction detail exactly as the bank recorded it. So for almost any serious use case, the PDF is for sure the route you want to take. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how much variance there is in how KeyBank formats its PDFs depending on the account type. According to CapyParse data, personal checking statements use separate columns for deposits and withdrawals, and they include a running balance. But look at the Key to More credit card. It groups transactions totally differently. It uses a single amount column, drops the year from the date format entirely, and has no running balance. And business banking, that's got another layout altogether. Knowing these little quirks is super helpful when you're staring at the document trying to make sense of all the columns. This brings us to a quote from one of our sources that perfectly sums up a major pain point for users. For anything beyond 90 days or when you need the full detail from an official statement PDF, converting your KeyBank statement to CSV through a PDF converter is the better path. This really validates the frustration a lot of people feel when they just want a full year of data in Excel, but they smack right into that 90-day wall on the bank's website. So the real trick here is bridging the gap between the PDF you have and the spreadsheet you actually want. Here's what you do. Download those comprehensive 7-year history PDFs directly from KeyBank. Then you can use specialized third-party tools like DocuClipper or KPParse. These platforms use AI-powered optical character recognition, or OCR, to read the digital PDF or even scanned paper statements, and they automatically extract every date, description, and amount into a clean, ready-to-use Excel or CSV file. And the best part? It works beautifully across KeyBank's checking, savings, and business accounts. Section 5. Troubleshooting common login issues. Okay, let's shift gears into problem-solving mode for anyone hitting a roadblock. Let's rapidly fire off some solutions to the most common technical glitches. You click download, but no PDF opens. Check your web browser's pop-up blocker. KeyBank often tries to open statements in a new window, so you'll need to whitelist key.com. What if the PDF downloads but looks empty or corrupt? The issue there might actually be Adobe Acrobat Reader's protected mode blocking the encrypted bank file. Simply disable that feature in Adobe's security preferences. Is the mobile app crashing or freezing on you? Try clearing the app cache in your phone's settings or just reinstall the app altogether. And if pages simply aren't loading at all, double-check that your browser is fully updated, cookies are enabled, and you aren't using an unsupported browser. Now, what if you are completely locked out of your account? First off, don't panic. Just use the Unlock Account or Forgot Password link right there on the login screen. You'll typically receive a one-time verification passcode via text or phone call to prove it's really you. But what if your phone number on file is old and you can't get the text? In that case, you've got a direct lifeline. Just call KeyBank customer service at 1-800-KEY2U. That's 1-800-539-2968. They can securely verify your identity right over the phone and get you back in. Section 6. Pro Tips and Summary. Let's bring it all together with some final, actionable advice. To truly take control of your financial health, I highly recommend setting up a recurring calendar reminder to download your statements every single month. Don't wait until tax time when you're scrambling to find everything. Store those downloaded PDF statements in a secure, encrypted folder on your computer or cloud drive. If you're doing deep budget analysis, take those PDFs, run them through an OCR conversion tool, and bring them right into Excel so you can easily categorize your spending. And finally, always keep your KeyBank mobile app updated to make sure you have the absolute latest security patches. KeyBank provides some fantastic digital conveniences, but it's ultimately up to you to leverage them consistently. Just a quick disclaimer before we go. This explainer is for educational purposes only. If you have specific issues with your account, please reach out to KeyBank directly or consult a financial advisor for personalized advice. If this guide helps you out today, please like, subscribe, and comment with your questions below so we can keep this community discussion going. You know, taking just a few minutes a month to organize your financial documents can save you literally days of stress down the road. So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to finally take complete control of your financial records today?